It's the Mark and HooGie Show, featuring this week's guest, Adam Gontier of Saint Asonia.
Hey everybody, it is the Mark and HooGie Show, themarkandhoogieshow.com, and of course part of the Dean Blundell Network, deanblundell.com. So make sure to subscribe on our YouTube page. That way you never miss anything. And you know what? If you can't check out the whole show, I know it's a little long for people, you can also check out the podcast. So just search the Mark and HooGie Show on your favorite podcast app. Subscribe to that as well, and you'll get your new Mark and HooGie fix every Thursday. It'll be delivered right to your inbox, all right? So multiple ways to support the show. And, of course, you can always support the show by heading over to themarkandhoogieshow.com, buying some merchandise, right? We got the hats, we got the flip-flops, some coffee mugs, all of that fun stuff. So
T-shirts, hoodies, pick it up.
Yeah. It all just supports us, just to kind of keep this going. We're not making money off the show, but at least we can pay the bills, and, it's not costing us money to do it.
I got kids to feed. Help me out here.
No, and not just like I got one kid. HooGie's got 4 kids.
I got 4. I got a hockey team.
And the guy, he wants to eat too. The guy's only getting 1 meal a day right now. So help us out.
It's actually benefiting,
All right, so coming up in just a couple minutes, we got Adam Gontier of Saint Asonia. Their latest album, Flawed Design, is available right now. Next week on the show, we got the legendary David Ellefson from Megadeth, who's going to be joining us, which is going to be incredible. Get your questions in. You can send those questions right now to us through our website, themarkandhoogieshow.com, or our Instagram, our Facebook. Just it's easy to find us. Just Mark and HooGie. We make it pretty easy for you. As you can see right there under HooGie, we have everything listed right there. Yeah, we try to make it easy. All right. Our guest is here, Adam Gontier of Saint Asonia, joining us right now on the Mark and HooGie Show. All right, so here we go. We got Adam Gontier from Saint Asonia. It's nice to see him, man. I love the hair, by the way. The hair's looking beautiful.
Yeah, I just actually, wasn't looking too good before I jumped on here.
Yeah.
Sprayed it a little bit, but yeah, it's working out okay.
Who thought we'd be in a time where you can't even get a haircut, and where haircuts are there's some people paying like $1,000 just to get a haircut right now in like New York City and stuff.
Right?
We're at that point.
Isn't that pretty normal for New York City?
Well, maybe a little bit. Love the new album though, Flawed Design, by the way. So congrats on your second album with Saint Asonia.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Took a little while to come out though. There was obviously you had Sully on it and there was a lot to do with this album. A lot of things kind of happened in between the two albums. Mm-hmm. Some people left the band, some people joined the band. Mm-hmm. So do you want to kind of talk about what all went on between the two albums?
Yeah, well, I mean, a whole lot happened. We ended up taking a break, and we were just starting to write some music. And for myself, I had to actually take a full break away from everything. I actually in 2017, in August of 2017, I checked myself into a rehab center. I had things I had to deal with. And at the same time, I actually also had a son while I was in treatment. So a lot of things changed. There was, we were going to put out a record probably late 2017. That was the plan, or early 2018. And so anyway, it got pushed back a bit. We needed to take a break and do what we had to do, clear everything up, get in the right headspace again, and make an album. So yeah, it took a lot longer than we had hoped, but we definitely needed that break, or else we probably wouldn't be here now. So
things have been crazy, man, in 2020 so far. Obviously, all tours have been canceled, but you kind of did something interesting where you kind of did a tour from home with different radio stations, which I thought was kind of unique.
Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to be on tour for most of this year, and although obviously all those dates got canceled and pushed back or whatever. So I mean, we wanted to do something. We put out Flawed Design in October of last year, and we've only played one live show. So I mean, we wanted to at least do something for people that were expecting to see us or hoping to see us. So we just, we connected with different stations in the different cities that we would have been in, and just did acoustic stuff and kind of hung out with fans for a little bit. I guess technically it was a virtual tour, and it went well. It was fun for sure.
Do you think that's almost the way it's going to be, at least for the next little while? Like, I know there's been talk of drive-through or like drive-in concerts. You know, I know Garth Brooks is kind of doing one. But do you think, maybe bands just show up at a stage and then people drive their cars up and that's how we're watching concerts now?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, HooGie, you probably. I mean, the amount of money that it would cost to get there and to put on a show,
right?
And then for half the amount of tickets or whatever, a third of the amount of tickets or something. I don't know if that would work. I have no idea really. Hopefully it's not, not the standard moving forward, but I mean, we got to start somewhere. So I guess, maybe it starts with something like that. I'm not sure.
A lot of people say, move it to a bigger venue, but bigger venue, more costs, more expense, ticket prices go up. So, there's a lot of things that factor in for all of this behind the scenes stuff. So
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess until it feels like to me, until there's I don't know, until there's a vaccine or something like that, it feels like nothing's going to really be back to normal until that point. So I guess we just do what we do and do what we can do until then.
You've been doing this quite a while, man. I mean, I'm trying to. How long you been in the music business now? I mean, going back to the 3 Days Grace days, that was 20 years, probably even longer than that now.
About 20 years, yeah. Right on.
So you've seen a lot of ups and downs, obviously, in the industry. How much things have changed, not only from 20 years, even just 5 years ago. Things are so different, right? But then you leaving a band that you were with for so many years, then you formed Saint Asonia. It had to have been, I guess, a little bit scary too, right? Kind of starting over, and it must have been scary.
Yeah, it was. I mean, making a decision like that's it's not easy at all. It's I mean, there were, at the time that I left, there were different things happening in my life. There was different people in my life, all sorts of different things. So, it's one of those things I had to move on for sure for myself. But I mean, it's thankfully now everybody's, we're all pretty civil with each other and stuff like that. So things are pretty good. But it was definitely a difficult decision. It wasn't an easy one to make by any means. But I think at the time it was definitely what was necessary for me and my mental health at that time.
Did you know from right away, like, I want to do another band, or did you consider just doing a solo thing and sticking with just solo?
I did. Yeah. I really had no intention of starting another band. I started to do a few solo shows, and I think when I was doing it was 2014, I guess, doing a couple festivals there and whatever. But I think I rushed into that a little bit too much. I wanted to just get out and play. So, so I didn't really think about it too much. I just went out, played some shows. But anyway, I didn't have any. I wasn't planning on starting a band. Mike Mushak reached out and asked if I wanted to do some writing, and it was for a record that he was doing. He was planning on doing a solo record with different singers, featuring different singers. So he asked if I'd want to be a part of it, and I was into it for sure. So we got together, we started writing, and we meshed really well. Everything just rolled, and we wrote, I don't know, 5 or 6 tunes or something like that the first time we got together with different ideas. So I mean, it all happened pretty quick. It was pretty awesome, actually. Yeah.
And then I still remember that first show. The first show you guys ever did was at Rock on the Range, of all places, which had to have been a little bit scary as well, and kind of strange because nobody knew that you guys were even going to be there. You guys kind of just went. They're like, "Oh, here's a band," and then you just played. There was really no intro. There was nothing. You guys kind of just went up there and played, and then once people started realizing, like, oh shit, it's Adam and it's Mike, and then it's like, oh, this is cool. What was the whole?
It was it was crazy, man, for sure. We were pretty Well, I mean, kind of nervous before it went out, but I mean, once you start playing, it's
right.
You kind of lose the nerve. So, but yeah, we weren't really sure how people were going to respond. I mean, it was, we had basically a bunch of songs that nobody knew, so we threw in a Staying song and a 3-day song, and I think at that point people started to get it, maybe. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy for a show, playing to 30,000 people or whatever it is,
I was fortunate enough to I actually guitar teched on that show, and I was there, and just running through the crowd with Adam and being behind him, and just the whole feeling. And the cool part was getting the phone call from Mushak a week and a half before and going, I need you here in a week to come do this show with me. And I'm like, okay. I show up and like watching these 4 dudes in that room lay down these songs, and none of the world knew about it, was pretty cool. With Mushak's sound and Adam and how they all came together. It was a pretty cool feeling to watch that. And that first show came off great. That was an exciting one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. It was really cool because we hadn't played. Well, it was our first show, but it was awesome to see other bands too and other people we hadn't been out for. I hadn't been playing shows for years, so yeah, it was cool just to see everybody and get back into it. It felt really good.
When you write songs for Saint Asonia, do you? I guess I'm sure you don't want them to sound right like 3 Days Grace songs. Does that at least, is that in the back of your head where it's like, okay, I want to make sure that it doesn't sound like something that I did maybe 20 years ago. Does that even go through your head, or do you just the songs just come organically and it is what it is?
Yeah, that's more so the case, that they come pretty naturally. And I mean, usually if I hear if we're writing a riff or something, if it sounds too much like something that I've written in the past,
right?
So that I recognize that. But we're doing a lot of writing now, and there's a lot of, we have so many different ideas and so many different riffs, and it's just it's really hard to try to monitor that or try to keep track of what might sound a little bit like
right
in the past. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. Pretty much the same writing process. We just sit in a room. Right now we just send ideas back and forth, but get in the studio and lay it down.
Mike's an amazing songwriter too. Like, I think he's a very, almost like, I don't think people appreciate you probably appreciate what an amazing songwriter he is, but I think a lot of fans probably don't realize just how incredible this dude is at writing riffs and songs in general. Like, he's for the majority of the Staying stuff, you can tell. I can tell, I guess, now, knowing their dynamic, knowing who writes what and that sort of thing. Yeah, you can tell. Aaron sits down and he writes a few songs that are just front to back acoustic songs, like what am I thinking of? Maybe It's Been a While might have been something that was, or like Outside or something.
Yeah, just some Outside, probably. Yeah, more acoustic. Yeah. But for the majority of those Staying records, Mike was wrote the music for all that stuff, and Aaron laid down his parts over. So we kind of have a similar writing process, but I tend to write riffs as well. So we kind of go back and forth with riffs. So. But yeah, he's an incredible songwriter. Really amazing. Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to play a little game of Would You Rather, Adam Gontier edition. So that's going to be coming up in just a sec right here on the Mark and HooGie Show.
Visit us online at themarkandhoogieshow.com.
Conquer Rides and Rods, Canada's largest aftermarket V-twin parts retailer for Harley-Davidson and Indian motorcycles. We also carry the latest biker clothing lines and accessories. Free Canadian shipping on orders over $50. Meeting or beating all Canadian online pricing. Check out conquer.ca. That's Conquer with a K. Instagram at Conquer Rides and Rods.
Why leave the house to go shopping when you can buy from your couch? BuyFromYourCouch.com strives to give their customers unique quality products and service at the absolute best price. Choose from one of their fashionable and washable masks and keep yourself and others safe. Plus, check out their top quality shirts, bar supplies, and more. Just visit BuyFromYourCouch.com.
Homegrown Boone's Bourbon, founded by American singer-songwriter Tyler Boone from the Striped Pig Distillery in Charleston, South Carolina. Carolina. It's 117% proof, 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% barley. True American-made bourbon, aged in brand new American white oak charred barrels. Order a bottle online today. DrinkBoonesBourbon.com. Will soon be available in Edmonton, Canada, and in Europe.
Bestronix Pro Audio, providing high-end and durable audio cables for the professional musician. All cables are custom made to order and manufactured right in the USA using premium components. Check out our custom pedal board and rack builds. Visit best-tronics.com and don't forget to follow us on our socials.
Support the Mark and HooGie Show by purchasing your very own Mark and HooGie Show merch. Shirts, hoodies, hats, coffee mugs, and even flip-flops. You know you want to walk all over them, just like their kids do. So head over to the merch page at themarkandhoogieshow.com today.
SIT Strings is celebrating 40 years. We believe that great tone starts with great strings. Manufactured in Akron, Ohio, we're a small but mighty company made up of guitar players, bass players, fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, country music fans, metalheads, 80s rockers, and even the occasional jam band guy. Visit us online at sitstrings.com.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Danny Walsop. You're watching the Mark and HooGie Show. Enjoy.
Hey, welcome back to the Mark and HooGie Show. Here we are with the Would You Rather Adam Gontier edition. Adam, welcome, and we're going to start this one off.
Let's do this.
So, would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or stuck in a broken elevator?
Definitely ski lift, for sure.
Ski lift?
Yeah. I think I'd freak out being stuck in an elevator. I think if I was in a ski lift, I'd jump. I'd probably, depending on how, obviously.
Right.
That would be an option, sort of, always an option. But if you stuck, nowhere to go.
Would you rather be rich and lonely or poor and find true love?
No, definitely poor and find true love. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think. No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's no substitute for that, and no substitute for true love.
Yeah. Alrighty. Would you rather experience planet Earth from the beginning, or would you rather experience planet Earth at the end?
Probably at the end.
Watch it all go down.
Yeah, just watch. Yeah. I'd rather, I'd be super busy. I know that. I think, the beginning is going to be super bored, right? Be trying to figure out like what to do. And you wouldn't be able to talk either. You'd just be making grunt noises and it would be tough. Yeah.
Would you rather spend the rest of your life being itchy or being tickled?
Oh, that's terrible. Both of those are horrible things. I guess itchy. I mean, I don't know. They both sound just horrendous, man. Thanks for the. Yeah, tickle. I mean, that's a form of torture, right? Tickle torture is a thing.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
It actually is. I think you see them at Guantanamo Bay. They're just tickling them. So, I'll say I'll just be itchy.
Alrighty. Would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up or 10 years older from the neck down?
Oh, like I get to pick one? Which one?
Yes, you pick one. You either look 10 years older from the neck up as you are right now, or
I'll take the up for sure.
You want an older face and a nice body?
Yeah, I'll go for that. Definitely. I'm sorry, I turned 40 recently, so I'm starting to see the effects of the getting older and below the neck, and I don't like it.
I am with you. I
feel like right when you have a kid, it's just you instantly doesn't matter what you're doing. It's just bang, you just pop on a few pounds.
You know what the trick is? Always film above your head, where you're instead of below. Right? You don't want them seeing all that stuff.
Notice how I'm sitting.
Yeah.
And also, they also don't see that I'm not wearing pants.
Yeah,
yes.
Pants either.
Yeah. Am I the only one wearing pants? Jesus.
I did this a couple times. I noticed my knee in the shower. I was like, that's cool.
All right. If you could have, well, I guess, okay. Would you rather have the world's biggest nose or the world's biggest ears?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably. Well, if I don't know, both of them would be like, one would be super out of proportion, so it's both terrible. But I guess I'll go with the ears, so I can hear.
How big is the world's biggest nose? Like, how big are we talking?
The world's biggest nose is 3.5 inches long.
And why do you know this?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know weird facts. How
big are the world's biggest ears? Do you know that?
Well, the world's biggest ears are actually, it's a dog that has them, but I don't know that. But it's I think they're probably about the size of my head. So, which is huge.
Dumbo.
Yeah. If they're dog ears and they're flopping down, it's not so bad. You could maybe pull them back or something.
True.
So maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going with the ears.
Yeah.
All right.
With the ears.
All right.
You can't really do the mic or the nose because you get in the way of the mic.
All right.
Yeah. That'd be tough.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're going to take another quick break with Adam Gontier of Saint Asonia. Coming back, we have some listener questions for Adam Gontier. So it's all coming up on the Mark and HooGie Show.
The Mark and HooGie Show.
Adventure Mystic is Mystic, Connecticut's premier paddle sports destination, featuring bike, kayak, and paddleboard rentals, sunrise, sunset, and full moon paddle events, kayak and paddleboard lessons, tours, and private parties, paddleboards, skateboards, snowboards, and so much more. Now shipping anywhere in North America. Order online at adventuremystic.com and follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
The meanest beard products in the world. HooGie here, and I gotta tell you, I've been utilizing the meanest beard product in the world for some time right now. It's helped my beard come in full, luscious, and, well, what more can I say? Save 15% using the meanest beard discount code MB15MH. Find us on the web at meanbeardco.com.
DeanBlundell.com is Canada's premier blog and podcast network. Our unique group of broadcasters, athletes, writers, and production specialists cover platforms that range from music, sports, radio and television, marketing, self-help, and even comedy. 11 podcasts, over 20 bloggers. Pure content madness. Check it out for yourself at DeanBlundell.com.
Support the Mark and HooGie Show by purchasing your very own Mark and HooGie Show merch. Shirts, hoodies, hats, coffee mugs, and even flip-flops. You know you want to walk all over them, just like their kids do. So head over to the merch page at themarkandhoogieshow.com today.
Rev Amplification is committed to innovation, tone, and service. Check out the new Alpha Series, the all-new G20 and D20, as well as our great line of pedals. The plan from the start with the G-Series pedals was to recreate the tone of our amplifiers. You can pick that up in one of the 3 options, the G2, G3, and G4 pedals, and they're available today over at RevAmplification.com.
WB Gear. We are determined to help get artist endorsement and the gear you need. Featuring brands such as SIT Strings, Prestige Guitars, Bestronic Pro Audio, Rev Amplification, Guitar Gifts for You, Neat Audio, Big Ben's Nut Sauce, In-Tune Guitar Picks, Mental Case Inc., Rockstock Pedals, and Barefoot Buttons. New artists can apply at WBGear.com today.
Prestige Guitars. We manufacture both solid and semi-hollow body electric guitars, bass guitars, and acoustics, using only the top components. Whether you're on stage, in the studio, or at home, Prestige Guitars will ensure that you sound, feel, and look the best each and every time you pick it up. Check out our new custom shop online at prestigeguitars.com.
Hey everybody, David Ellison here. You are listening to and watching The Mark and HooGie Show.
Hey, it's the Mark and HooGie Show. We're back with Adam Gontier of Saint Asonia, and it is time for some listener questions. So people have emailed in some questions. They've sent them to us on our socials at Mark and HooGie as well, and we're going to play them back, and then we figure Adam can answer these questions. So it's pretty cool. A little bit of a way for fans to kind of interact with you. You know what I mean, man? Sometimes, you know, and we figured it's kind of neat because how often do you get to ask your favorite rock star a question?
That's
Not
true.
very often.
And I don't think I ever have had that opportunity.
Right? So, all right. So our first one is from Sebastian.
Hey Adam, my name is Sebastian. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My question is, there's a lot of super groups from the past, such as Velvet Revolver and Audioslave, that had short lifespans. Saint Asonia going on its 5th year. What keeps you guys going?
That's a good question. I mean, we don't necessarily think of ourselves as a super group. I mean, we're more so just, we're more so friends that play music together. So I think that I don't think there's a lot of pressure for this band necessarily. We want to be successful, I guess, in a way, but we're just doing what we love to do. We're trying not to put too much pressure on ourselves. I think that's a big help for sure when there's not a lot of outside people, expecting certain things. Yeah.
Do you hate that term, super group?
I do. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. It's definitely, I mean, it's flattering for sure because we were all in successful bands and that sort of thing. But I'm just bad with compliments and that sort of thing. Anyway, I get so yeah.
But I think it's also when people think of super groups, they think of something short-lived, right? Where it's like, oh, it's a super group. They did 1 album or 2 albums, and then that's it. Where you guys clearly aren't a super group where you're only going to be around for an album or 2, at least hopefully.
Definitely not. No, the plan is to keep making records for sure.
Right.
As Saint Asonia, I think we'll do maybe a couple, maybe a solo record here and there, acoustic stuff or something. But Saint Asonia is my music moving forward.
So what I want to know from Adam of Saint Asonia is what it was like bringing in Sully from Godsmack to work on The Hunted with them.
Yeah, good question. Well, I mean, Sully was a co-writer on The Hunted, and the song was written a few years ago, so it's been around for a while. That was a song that Mike and Sully were working on for a movie soundtrack, I believe. So it never ended up going on that soundtrack years ago, and Mike always had the song, and it was always around. So when we were doing this record, we listened to it and we changed some parts, put it together a little bit more, brought it to our producer, and so I mean, it just made sense to have, we asked Sully if he'd want to sing on it because he was a co-writer and that would be awesome, and he did. And so it was that easy. We didn't actually sit in the studio with him while he did it. Godsmack was on a tour in Europe, so our producer actually flew to I think to Denmark or something where he was. Got in a studio for a day. He did the vocals, and then our producer flew back. So, but he's a great dude, and he's really talented, great singer. So we're super fortunate to have him on that song for sure.
You think that's almost why there's more collaborations nowadays, is because it's so easy? Like you don't have to, all right, well now I got to fly into LA or Toronto and then track this, and you got to be in the studio, where now it's like so many people, especially if it's not a huge part, you can, most people just have home studios anyway. They can just track it from home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's a lot easier now than it was just a few years ago. Yeah. I remember doing a couple guest things on different things. I had to fly to New York or LA to do them, and then fly back. And it used to be hard to do. Now it's super easy.
Well, even you, for example, you were on the new Breaking Benjamin album.
That's right. Yeah. I actually did that in my room when I was working on Flawed Design on the vocals. I did the room that I was staying in. I just plugged it in my computer and sent it to Dan Corniff, the producer, and he kind of tweaked it and made it sound decent.
That's awesome.
That's great.
All right. Let's go to our next question.
Hey, HooGie. Hey, Mark. My question for Adam is, how was it doing the song with Saliona? And if you had to do one song with somebody else, dead or alive, who would it be?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I think the first person that came to mind, there were 2 guys that just jumped out at me, and Eddie Vedder was one. Doing a song with him would be great. He was a huge influence on me growing up. So, and he always has been. Pearl Jam's been probably my favorite band, of all time. And then Jeff Buckley would be another artist that would be cool to just sit and write and record something with, just because he's so talented in every way. So, but there's so many people out there that would be amazing to work with. Those are the 2 that come to my head there.
Interesting. Nice. I don't know. I wasn't expecting either of those from you. I don't know what I was expecting, but those two, I was just they wouldn't even have been on the list that I would have thought. Like that's incredible. Wow. Huh. All right. Let's go to our next question. Yeah, we'll choose this one. What did I do? Sorry. See, this is what happens when I get distracted. And this one is actually from my son, Aiden. Wanted to ask you a very important question.
Hi, Adam. My name is Aiden. What's your favorite animal?
That's a good one, Aiden. Probably a lion, I think. Yeah, I like lions. I really do.
Lions.
Or a
He's going to be pumped about that.
Lions are big in my house right now. I know they're in yours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Always.
Very cool. All right. Our next question is from a guy named Jeff, who is a regular on the show.
Right.
Oh, hey Max and HooGie. It's your old pal, Red Cup Jeff, checking in again. I got a question for Adam Gontier. Let's see, you're in a supergroup called Saint Asonia. So I want to know, if Captain America was in a fight with Captain Canada, how would Captain Canada win? You're a man with a supergroup, you should know superpowers. I want to know. And everybody wants to know. That is my question. Thank you. Until next time.
Red Cup Jeff. That's a tough one for sure.
So, superpowers. Who would win? Captain Canada versus Captain America?
Well, yeah. I think Captain Canada would definitely win. I'm not sure how. Yeah. He probably
maple syrup.
I was just gonna say maple syrup. Yeah. 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 Probably just douse him in maple syrup and Jersey.
Kill him with kindness.
Jersey him. Nice. Good old-fashioned hockey fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Pour maple syrup and poutine all over him. Yeah. Smother him to death.
We started in the States, right?
Yeah. Did it? Wait, what?
Poutine did?
I believe so. I think it got big in Canada, but I think it started in New York, and it was a thing that people would they were called disco fries, and it was a thing that people would eat after the clubs. Like after the club, they go to a bar and just or somewhere to eat fries and gravy and cheese. I don't know where any of these things are or why.
Oh my God. Yeah. My mind is blown right now. Holy shit.
I could be mistaken. I could be wrong. I heard that.
Gonna have to look this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up and make sure that you're not passing on fake news here.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from someone that I'm sure you know.
Adam, my boy. Morgan here from Seven Dust. I love you so much, brother. Miss you. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. And my only question to you is, how's the golf game? They letting you swing the sticks around those parts? I love you. Miss you. Hope the game is good. What you been up to? Call me.
Morgan's awesome, man.
What a great dude.
Yeah, he's great. Well, the golf game sucks as usual. It's getting better though. I bought new clubs and all that. So yeah, Morgan and I were part of a golf tournament, a charity golf tournament not too long ago. So it was cool. We hadn't seen each other in years and we reconnected there, which was nice. But yeah, no, it's golf games just as bad as always. Mm-hmm.
Nice. And one last question, and I'm sure this person doesn't need an introduction either.
It's Kale Gontier here. How you doing, man? My question for Adam is, if you were able to hire any retired Toronto Maple Leaf or Toronto Blue Jay to come on the road with Saint Asonia on our next world tour as a security guard, who would it be and why?
That's
All
a
right.
good question. I like that one. He knows what he's doing, that guy. I think I got to go with Wendell Clark for sure. Even before he said a security guard, I just would want Wendell right there anyway, just to hang out with. So yeah, definitely Wendell. He knew that. He knew it was going to be Wendell.
That was his call. He messaged me right away, and he sent me that photo or that video, and he responded back right away. He goes, "He'll say Wendell."
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Well, who else is there? Like for a security guard, I guess Ty Domi.
Yeah, I thought about Ty as well. Yeah. Maybe.
Wendell's got a better mustache.
What's that?
Wendell's got a better mustache.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's definitely. He's got some weird swagger about him, right? Whereas Ty is just kind of evil and creepy looking. So they'd both be great, but maybe Eric Lindros too. Wouldn't mind having him out. He's a big lad.
Eric Lindros?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he played for Toronto.
Yeah, he
for
did
a short period. Or did he? Did he not play for Toronto for one season? Now I don't know. Now I'm confused.
Maybe
because I remember he did leave Philly for a bit, but then where did he go?
He came to Toronto. I'm sure he was in Toronto.
Yeah. I'm sure he did play on Toronto.
I think so. I don't think he. I don't know if he retired here or if he played here. Like, yeah, who knows?
Right.
I'm pretty sure Lindros was here. Unless I'm just thinking like I hoped that he was here and
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's not alive anymore. Yeah?
He did.
Oh, he did. You looked it up. Okay. I still, Bob Probert could take any of them. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Bobby Probert. Yeah, R.I.P.
I actually, I hung out with Bob Probert one night at the Juno Awards, and it was, I shouldn't say one night. It was just there was a big Juno dinner, and he was there. Yeah, it was interesting for sure. But,
yes.
He likes to party.
Yeah,
he
did. Yeah.
Yep, a good guy. All right, so there you go. If you have any questions for future guests, you can always shoot us a message. Just hit us up on our socials at Mark and HooGie. All right, Adam Gontier from Saint Asonia. We're going to take a quick break, then we're going to come back and we will see what you got going on. I guess within the next few months or whatever. All right, it's coming up on the Mark and HooGie Show.
Visit us online at themarkandhoogieshow.com.
DeanBlundell.com is Canada's premier blog and podcast network. Our unique group of broadcasters, athletes, writers, and production specialists cover platforms that range from music, sports, radio and television, marketing, self-help, and even comedy. 11 podcasts, over 20 bloggers. Pure content madness. Check it out for yourself at DeanBlundell.com.
Support the Mark and HooGie Show by purchasing your very own Mark and HooGie Show merch. Shirts, hoodies, hats, coffee mugs, and even flip-flops. You know you want to walk all over them, just like their kids do. So head over to the merch page at themarkandhoogieshow.com today.
Hello, it's Morgan from Seven Dust here, and you're watching the Mark and HooGie Show. Yeah, boy.
All right, we're back with the Mark and HooGie Show. Adam Gontier of Saint Asonia. So, what now, man? I know you said that you guys were kind of working on a new album. Is that pretty much going forward now? Obviously, you would have liked to tour for Flawed Design, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people are touring. So at this point, are you just like, all right, well, I guess screw it. We'll just start working on a new album, or what?
Well, I mean, we are working on new stuff. I really don't know what how the schedule, what's going to happen when things get back and bands get, we're able to get back on the road. Actually, yeah, I mean, we'll probably have a talk here with management and our label soon to find out what the plan is moving forward. We were actually just talking about that, whether or not we're going to tour, as if everything was just paused and then we pick right back up, or if this, it's kind of like a write-off anyway, and we just get back in the studio and put out a third record. I really don't know. I mean, as soon as we can play shows and it's safe to do so, we're definitely going to be playing some shows for sure. But we might be recording a third record maybe sooner than we thought.
Well, I think you still got a couple singles left on Flawed Design. Do you have any in mind for what the next single would be after Blind?
No, I'm not too sure yet. Yeah, don't really know. I think we were talking about Sirens maybe being a single. But
Nice.
yeah, it's tough to. I mean, yeah, have no idea really because I'm so close to the record and so close to the songs. It's
Right.
where
Hard to pick just one.
that you trust come in. So yeah, it's tough to pick one.
How much say do you guys even get about the singles and stuff like that? Do you get a lot, or is it kind of like more management, the record label, like this is what we're doing?
No, I mean it's usually pretty. I think everybody sort of agrees on. There's just an underlying agreement on the next song. It makes sense. I mean, if unless we're feeling really strong for some reason, we feel super strong that this song should be a single, then
right.
Usually the consensus is pretty much the same. We definitely like to make sure that the record label's happy with the single.
Right.
And I definitely prefer them working a song that they like.
Right. Yeah.
The song that they don't think is going to do well or something like that. So usually it's a pretty good consensus all the way around.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, dude. We appreciate you. Before we go, someone wants to say hello really quick because he's a huge fan. My 6-year-old son, Aiden.
Hey,
there
he is.
Say hello to Adam.
Nice to see you.
There you go. Say thanks.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah. He lion is his favorite animal, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. I know. Well, there you go. When you guys do tour again, this guy gonna be front row right here.
Awesome.
So
we'll have all our kids there.
Yes, let's really. You know what? Let's just turn it into a big family show. There's actually a lot of money in kids' music. So
right.
Yeah, you're looking for a little side gig or something. A lot of money in children's music and TV shows.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Definitely not counting that out by any means.
Yeah.
Let's start working on that kids record next.
Yeah. Might as well.
And then make sure that you have a children's book to go along with the record as well, right? And then you can turn it into it's funny. I never realized how much money these kids shows and TV shows and everything makes until you have a kid, which I'm sure HooGie knows all about.
Indispensable income. Like, Mom, I want this. One of my most craziest experiences was going to a Wiggle show with my kids. And their pits are worse than any other pit I've seen. You got like 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds in there throwing down, pushing each other. Like security's trying to break that up.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
Yeah. How do you break up that? How do you break up 4 little kids bouncing around?
Exactly.
Right.
Right. You gotta let them do their thing.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, thanks, Adam. We appreciate it, man. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks so much for having me again.
The Mark and HooGie Show. Visit us online at themarkandhoogieshow.com.